This is Jamie Utt, diversity and inclusion consultant and bullying prevention educator, coming to you from Chicago, Illinois. I'm out here for a conference where I'm working with a whole bunch of young people to help them think about critical issues relating to diversity and inclusion and bullying. And I just wanted to take a minute and comment on this story that I know a lot of people have been following that's coming out of New York. It's a story about a woman who's a bus monitor who there's a viral video of her being bullied on the bus by some young people who are calling her terrible names and throwing profanities at her, and she broke down and she cried, and afterwards it's gotten a lot of attention, where there are people who've reached out to her positively and wanted to help her, and eventually even people have donated more than $500,000 to her to send her on some amazing vacation. It just got me thinking that it's really awesome to see the outpouring of support for her and all the people who are upset about the bullying that we're seeing in our schools and on our buses and in our public spaces at schools. But one of the things that upset me about seeing this is I realized that as incredible as it is to see the outpouring of support for this woman, how many hundreds of thousands of young people are there every single day who are bullied on their buses, who are bullied in the gym, or are bullied in their classrooms, who don't have a video that goes viral so that they get an outpouring of support, and who aren't going to get donations. And it really, I see it as sort of a call to action to us in our communities, so that we can start to bring in the entire school community to try to create some change to end the kind of bullying that we're seeing, specifically as it relates to identities. You know, she was targeted for being overweight, and she was targeted for being older. And in the same way, we have young people in our communities who are being targeted for their identity. And in addition, the other thing that sort of troubled me about this is now we're starting to see situations where the families of the young people who are bullying her and the young people themselves are being bullied publicly on the internet. And so what I want us to do is just take a minute to start to think about the ways that we can personally engage in building a culture of civility, a culture where on our campuses and in our communities, we do not sanction that kind of behavior, even against the bullies themselves, because the reality is that we can't all have a viral campaign where we then get an outpouring of support. And then that for our young people, particularly let's say like our lesbian and gay young people or young overweight people, they can't escape this kind of thing. It's the thing that's going to follow them into their Facebook, into their Twitter, into their text messages, and it's going to be the kind of thing that is going to weigh on them for a very long time. So I would encourage you to go ahead and visit www.cultureofcivility.com to learn a little bit about one of the initiatives that we are trying to get off the ground to help schools engage in bullying prevention. But more importantly, I want you to start thinking about the kind of things that you can do in your life that can create that culture of civility in your community and on your campuses. Again, this is Jamie Utt, diversity and inclusion consultant and bullying prevention educator, coming to you from Chicago, and I hope that this gave you a little bit of something to chew on and to think about. And in the meantime, have a fantastic day.